they'll give an intro and then
Yeah.
కొంచెం నీకు ఎలివేషన్ ఇస్తారు.
ఓకే. అనే స్టార్ట్ చేయొచ్చా?
ఎస్, జస్ట్ a second. Yeah, we're good. We can start.
Good morning, everyone. So a warm welcome to you all joining us today exciting session on Masters in the US 101 Debugging Myths and Mistakes. So I am Jyoti Sri Lakshmi. I am third year AML student and will be hosting the today's session. I am really glad to have my wonderful co-host Bhavana, a first year student. Welcome, Bhavana.
Thank you, sir. Hi, everyone. I'm Bhavana. Nice to meet you all. I'm currently in my first year of BTech in CSE branch. I'm super excited to host today's section as a co-host. It's great to see so many of you are eagerly waiting to learn about higher studies in US.
That's really inspiring. So before we begin, today's talk is all about clearing the confusion. So we have our very special guest with us, our proud alumnus, Mr. Aditya Ambati. He's currently working as a system integrator at UMass Boston. So he also worked with leading organizations like TCS and Inlet Analytics. So he is a very experienced in software and DevOps engineer with Master's Computer Science from UMass Boston. Now let's welcome Aditya Anna to share your valuable experience and guide us through the realities of pursuing a master's in the US.
Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you. It feels so, I'm like, it's good to meet my juniors and share my experience, but it doesn't feel right. Like a special guest. It sounds so distant, but you can like just treat me like your friend. So uh, I wanted this meeting to be very interactive. So any kind of questions or doubts in between also, if you have, let's not wait for the Q&A session. So just jump in and post your question, or if you feel comfortable of asking, you can directly ask. So I will monitor my chats as well so that I can answer your questions as well. So yeah, thanks, Shrikant, like asking me to do this. I was hesitant firstly, so like doing this, but it's great opportunity for me to tell, like, on a daily basis when you are in US with with your colleagues and your friends. I mean, like Indian friends or foreigners, on a daily basis we discuss about like how to take our career to the next step, or like how to get a job, or how to be on a visa status and all these things. So multiple things will be running in our head, and these are the daily conversations I have in on day-to-day basis. So that is what I'm going to talk to you. So yeah, thanks Jyoti for the introduction. Actually, I'm working at Boston College. So I will introduce myself. So my name is Aditya. uh, Started my undergrad in Vasavi Engineering College, 2014. So met Shrikant there in the first year. So we had a lot of fun actually. I mean, like we're very enthusiastic about coding, not in specifically coding, but started liking computers, um, getting pirated softwares, installing them and debugging them, or yeah. So all these things were happening. Yeah, that's how I got into programming and started coding in first year itself. So once we started, it feels like solving a problem is very fun. Like when until you solve the problem, you will just sit down there and uh, break your head. So in order to solve those problems. So 2014 to 2018, it was like a really good period, like in the YouTube also, like not only learning in the class, but also getting a lot of experiences from outside, connecting with the different people, going for a lot of college fairs, understanding what they are doing, and also seeing internationally what they are doing. So that's what it always we are always doing in Vasavi. So I was having this idea of going for masters from long back. So I mean, like everyone will have like, I wanted to pursue my higher studies in some other country uh, to see what kind of experiences we have. So, but when I was not that active of a student in a search of like universities, I was not doing all this stuff. I started at the initial stages. I was like, first I will get my undergrad degree. Later on, I will get try to get a job. I will just go into the industry, understand what is the in and outs of industry, how they work and how they manage the things. So started my career in data analytics. So it's very small startup company. So everything was done by us from scratch. There is no separate teams for development, QA, or deployments. So it's all one man. So we need to do our own thing. We need to ship our own features to the production. So we started like that. So learned a lot on in a startup company. Later moved to TCS. It was very funny story that I don't wanted to give the exam. Why? Because I'm very happy what I'm doing in a startup. But Shrikant is the one who pushed me. He's smiling right now. So he was the one who pushed me. Like we'll go and take an interview. Why? Because working in a startup, you learn a lot of things, and you have fun as well. So, but I don't know. I was like, I will try to do whatever I'm trying to do. But later on, I've cleared the TCS, moved to Chennai, started as a systems software engineer. So the initial level. Later on, learned a lot of things. Like I was more interested in data, so wanted to be a data engineer initially. So later on, it's always no one will be coming to us. So it's always our research. So what works for us? What is exactly happening outside? Like while you are doing the project, there will be a one issue or there will be a tool which your project teammates are using, and you are also going to use that. So I was searching what alternative I can do in that project also. What excites me, and also make the things very smooth. Like let's say it's automation or doing the mundane work interesting. That's where we come in. So searching the alternatives for whatever work I was doing. That's how I jumped into a different technology, started learning it. Uh, I was so much interested in that and taken certifications. So we'll talk about the part where our certifications are useful or not. So started like that, and it's a after 2 years of my work at TCS, there was a pandemic. That's when everyone got a little more time to think, okay, what can I build my career on? It's like, should I pursue machine learning or AI? At 2018, it started even further, like 2022, 2012 even. AI and machine learning is like just started. It's a boom, but it's not that big of a thing. I think Shrikant worked in a Hugging Face. So it was not acquired by Microsoft, I guess, at that time, right? Yeah. So it was very small company, Hugging Face. So it was into creating chatbots and everything. Shrikant worked as an intern there. So I was like, okay, machine learning and AI was very interesting topic, and but a lot of things we need to be learning in that. So later on, Hugging Face was acquired by Microsoft in the later years. So a small company acquired by like a giant. So that's when it hit me like, okay, AI and ML is a big thing. Started learning a few of AI and ML, but because of the work I was doing in TCS, there will be very minimal time for you to pursue something. So, but still, I had my time to learn different things. Whatever time I get, I try to upskill myself. Um, Later, when pandemic happened, I wanted to pursue masters. So that's when at that time YouTube is my thing for my reference or uh, like how to pursue this. So I've given GRE, TOEFL, in that period. Like I came back to my hometown, like Tadipilgudam from Chennai, and given GRE, TOEFL. Like, I went GRE twice to just to get to a good, better university. So back then, that was my idea. So sitting now where you guys are sitting, that's where I have sat and thought like, okay, these marks are not enough. This score is not enough. So how can I build my SOP? So these things comes later, like when you're applying for a university, you're given your GRE, you're given your TOEFLs, you need to write SOPs or LOPs, letter of recommendation. So uh, all these things should will come there. So we need to tell ourselves to the university, the admission team, that's what they call admission committee. So in order to be standing out, what are the things you have done? Let's just be a research or a project, where your contributions to the work for your university. So all these things will come up there. So yeah, I did a couple of projects in undergrad. So kept in the SOPs and got a good LOPs from professors. So from that time onwards, I was like, okay, now I finished my LOS and SOPs. So I mean, like, you need to mention the university there itself. But while I was finalizing my universities, the only goal is I'm risking all the things. Like I'm a nice paying job. I'm leaving that. So what is the trade-off I'm going to looking for when I wanted to pursue engineering, masters? So the only thing was hitting me was, if I'm taking masters, I should be open for all the streams, not focusing on single. So I've chosen computer science, but in computer science, you have the flexibility of choosing whatever subjects you wanted to choose. Even if it is computer science, also you can concentrate on one specific domain, machine learning and AI, statistics, so algorithms. So you can focus on your own niche. So that's when I've taken machine learning, computer vision subjects in my masters. So thought a little and also a lot about data. Why? Because I was working on data engineering. So that's when all these things happened. So got into that, taken came for masters here, chosen subjects, and of meeting friends in WhatsApp groups. That itself is a skill. Like choosing friends is very important skill when you're coming for masters. And later on, I was just there, funded myself, and my father was helping me. But I was not. People were telling like I need to connect. So I've connected with LinkedIn friends like who already have doing masters in UMass Boston. So I got few friends there and seniors who were seniors. I was taking their guidance even before coming to US. So people who are applying for masters, every student will be getting an academic advisor. So wherein you will sit down with the advisor, you will tell them like, okay, this is what I wanted to pursue. This is what the career I want to choose, be it research or be it academic. So doing in that process, sat down with my advisor talking about this is my computer science skill, so I wanted to go into data, all these things. So she was like, take these subjects in your first semester, second semester, and most importantly, I haven't done, but looking back, I should have done is connecting with your whatever subjects are there, any kind of a university. When you're applying, you can go to the university website and see the professor's page. Like every professor has his own website, so you can see his research. I mean, like, you can search their name in the LinkedIn as well. So see their name and what is the research they are doing, their current research, their publications. So all these things are available right in the public domain. So if something is exciting you, or this is what you wanted to pursue, you can directly message them in the LinkedIn. and connect with them. And they are like literally they wanted more people to get interested in their research as well, which will help for them also as an added uh, hand. So that's what I feel like. I should have connected with a lot of professors. So getting a network with professor and talking to them on their assignments or projects, that gives open door for these assistantship or TA, teaching assistantship. So these kind of doors will be open when you talk with the professors. So I came here in 2021. So finished my master's in 2023. So I was so while you are in masters, you can do part-time work while studying itself. So even from the first semester, I've seen people getting their I mean, like if you know the teaching assistantship or research assistantship and few other jobs in IT. Why? Because we are generally talking about IT people here, right? So computer science people. So people even before coming to US, they sit down and research on professors' websites, talk to them, message them, ask them if there is any opening, or I wanted to collaborate with you. I wanted to sit down and understand about your research. They will land up there. Two jobs will be there. One is research assistantship, and one is teaching assistantship. So mostly the entry level is teaching assistantship, wherein a professor will be giving an course. So you will be assisting for him, whether it be assignments or a quiz or whatever he's trying to provide for the class. You will be curating and giving marks to them. So teaching assistant works in two ways. Either you will be asked to prepare the slides, or the content will be given by the professor. So, but I've seen people who always TS. It's very hard to get. If professor is teaching a particular subject, you already have done that in your undergrad, so you likely to get that particular TA position, and your resume should be stronger and your project should be strong enough in order to like get TA position. About research assistantship, it is like I even if you didn't wanted to go to research team, or you just wanted to pursue understand more about this particular topic, sitting down with understanding a professor's research, and same way how you are applying for a TA. So just drop a cold mail telling like so I've seen your research. This is very interesting for me. Can why can't we have a call or a discussion? I'm like to understand more. So providing your resume to him, and even if you're not having a skill, or like if you don't know about some particular things, he will be guiding you more than anything. So he will be sitting down with you and mentioning, okay, this is the area I wanted to explore. So why don't you do the research on this particular stuff? Giving a problem statement for you guys to solve. So yeah, so those are the two: research assistantship and teaching assistantship will be very important. The third kind of jobs will be like for any master student, you have libraries, you have administrative departments, wherein they require some kind of technical knowledge by the people for creating spreadsheets, or for creating. There are a lot of times in computer science department itself, they have their own websites, right? In order to maintain their websites, or in order to, they have their own servers also. For few of the assignments, you'll be asked to submit your assignments in the servers itself. So for Python or for machine learning kind of things, there will be servers and the Jupyter notebook. So all this infrastructure should be managed and provided for the students without any hustle. So those kind of jobs will also be available. So looking out for those jobs will be very important. So let's just give on that.
So all these three job roles that you're mentioning, Aditya, so they are specifically while we are pursuing our masters, while undergoing masters.
Yes, exactly. I mean, like even before, I mean, that's the reason I was looking. Even before you step into US, you should. That's what the people tell. Like your masters doesn't start when you're after coming here. Your master starts even before coming to US. So why? Because this can even I forgot to mention this. So even for the kind of tuition fees here, we need not to get scared of the tuition fees. It's kind of an investment for your future. The option is there are a lot of assistantships. Even for research assistantship, your tuition will be waived off. Your complete tuition will be waived off for that particular semester if you are getting a research assistantship. For most of the TS, they will be provided stipends. Uh, your living expenses can be covered. So and there are a lot of scholarships which are available. So it's all about research. So going out there, there is one website called Yokut, which provides completely about masters, like either be assistantships or sponsorships. So, and there is one more website called Handshake. So
Mm.
all these universities collaborate with this website called Handshake. It's a job posting portal. So all these universities have their postings there. So you can see what are the jobs available for you guys, or assistantships or research assistantships you available. Even if you don't find this, talking to a professor will make you understand more. Okay, this is how we need to work it out. So yeah, and but let's say you guys are planning for pursuing masters, right? If the goal will be end of the day, the goal will be either you wanted to go to research, or else you wanted to get a job, right? I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Srikant, like my opinion currently, the entry level jobs uh, are very sliced. Like no company is having entry level jobs. Everyone is asking at least 2 to 3 years of experience. No matter how there will be technologies where you need to learn or you need to get experienced. But I would say get familiarized. How we do it is, how I've done it is, uh, while applying for jobs, I see their job descriptions, see what kind of technologies are they using, and getting familiarized on those technologies. You just sit down and research and okay, how can I do a small task in this particular one? For me, when I've started working in the industry, from the start I was like I wanted to work at least 2 to 3 years before I wanted to pursue anything for my higher education, even if it is India or outside. I feel getting an experience will add a lot on your resume and also for you as well. You will understand, okay, this is what I'm getting interested in. The first year or first 2 years, you will just be there understanding, okay, this is the industry, okay, this is how it works. So you'll understand all those ins and outs. So yeah, getting experience is very important, or getting familiarized with those technologies are very important. uh,
So, are you suggesting that we gain some experience before applying for masters? Like, let it be an industry experience or some hands-on experience, but without any kind of knowledge, if we are jumping from like undergrad to masters, does it not add much value, or is it like not much helpful?
yes, I mean, like getting an extra knowledge. I mean, like, let's say you're in your third years or second years also. Right now, at those times, like 2014, we do have internships, but most of the colleges won't be encouraging us to apply in between the semesters. But now you have an option of getting internships, or just get volunteering for the work. So getting those kind of experience will be added advantage for you in after your masters, like after you finish your masters, getting a job, or even getting a job while you're doing your masters inside the universities as well. So yeah.
Right. So, okay. So this is something that I hear frequently as well. So people say, should I do masters right after my BTech, or should I like work for some time and then go? So you can go for either option. I've seen people who directly went to masters and still got the job, but the difference is when you have some experience and then you go for masters, the world would be totally different. Like Aditya was mentioning, it's not just like, so currently you're doing your graduation, it's undergrad. So now a lot of you think data mining subject is a waste of time, or data structures is a waste of time, or Java is a waste of time, or Python is a waste of time. So now what we are trying to do as part of this initiative is also to make sure people understand the value of these things. It's like what kind of things are there, so how they are connected to the real world experience. So now same thing is here. So especially for your masters, you have an opportunity to link your hands-on, your theory and everything, mix it together and then apply again. Right? So now when you go for your masters, when they're explaining something, now it makes sense for you. It's not like, okay, I don't know where I'm going to use this subject. I don't care. So now at least it's like, okay, I have used this. Now I regretted that I should have learned this during my undergrad. So at least now I have an opportunity to dive into it. Right? Yeah.
I
Anyways,
completely agree.
Aditya, yeah, I let you go through your
No, no, no,
slides
no.
fully and then
Thanks. No, no, no. I completely agree about data structures. Yeah, it's one of the you need to know as a computer science student, and it will help you a lot while searching for a job. Yeah. So one other myth, like only top universities should be selected. Um, See, there are universities like you can categorize as uh, first level and mid level and top Ivy League universities. It is not always the university matters, it's always the department in the university matters. So the all the different university all the universities have a same kind of infrastructure and everything, but the kind of professors they have, the kind of professors in that particular department will be very important while choosing a universities. You might ask like how can we know like a department? So just go to their websites, see the your professors, like see their experiences, like what currently they are doing. A lot of universities have professors coming from the industry itself. So the professors who are teaching in the universities, they are just doing their part time as a professor, but their full time work is in Google's or Meta, some bigger companies. Even not bigger companies or mid level companies. Like yeah, so choosing that is very important. It's always about sitting down and doing that research. So one of that I wanted to explain. So any kind of universities you can choose, but check their departments. It should not be a great university. It can be a normal university with a good professors and a very good department. So yeah, that's one of the thing. And high scores, so GREs, TOEFLs, and everything. This is an they just test this for your English skills. So it's not like even if you're getting a lower score, but you have very good resume and you have very good SOPs, the GRE will not be it's just an added layer, that's it. It should not be like you need to have this score to get in. That is required, but it's not always the case. I've seen people getting into the universities having less GRE, but they have good projects on in the SOPs, and their resume is very good. So that is also important. And this is one topic I wanted to talk. I mean, like I've always already spoken. Job hunt after graduate masters. Um, Current scenario, it's a bit tough, uh, but it can't be like unachievable. It is okayish, but that's the reason I was telling. The entry level roles was sliced down, so there are very few entry level roles. So it's all depends on our experience or the projects we are putting on our resumes. So yeah, at the end of the day, there should be a bit of luck as well. But yeah,
so Aditya, they're telling now you have to pay 88 lakhs for sponsoring for H1. So now, is this just for for the context of the people who are watching? There are a lot of changes that will always keep on going in the H1B system. So generally, this is my understanding of H1B. Aditya can explain once I finish my question. That's kind of question and a discussion together. So when, for example, I am working at an organization and I want to move to US, so I go to let's say my manager or someone in the organization, and then I tell them that I'm interested in moving to US, right? So now, if the organization has openings in US, then they would consider moving me, but this is not so straightforward. So there are different visas, at least in this case, let's take US. So we have a business visa, and then there is another visa. I'm not sure name of it. So that's an internal transfer. If you're a working professional, organization can send you. Let's say I'm working in Google, for example, from Google India, I can go to Google US, but I cannot switch to any other company. I am stuck with Google if I go with internal transfer visa, and generally these lasts between 3 to 5 years, and then it should be renewed at the end. And then there is H1. So when you go on H1B visa, so it's like you can jump between organizations. Like if you went through Google to US and then at some point you got a better opportunity from Microsoft, and if Microsoft is sponsoring in the sense they have to bear the costs for your H1B visa, and they have to say that okay, this person we're employing and all that, then you can switch. Now these are three options that I know, right? And then of course there is student visa, STEM, OPT, blah blah blah. Aditya can talk more about that. I have no clue about that, except that there is something related to students. Now for H1 again, it's a lottery system. Your lottery should be picked up out of thousands and lakhs of people, and then if it gets picked up, you'll be sent to US. Now, here's the tricky part. Since last few months, there has been changes in the administration in the US, and then now earlier you have to pay 7,000, or the organization company has to pay 7,000 rupees or 8,000 rupees, somewhere around that, to put your H1 request for an employee. So now they've changed it. Now they have to pay 88 lakhs or somewhere around that to put a H1B visa for you. It's like around 1 crore from just 10,000 rupees. That's the whole shift. So now the question that everyone thinks of is it really worth it? First of all, if I come as a master's student and then I look for job opportunities, is it applicable for me also? Do I also have to pay 88 lakhs? Because for companies, we understand, yes, you definitely have to pay. So if I'm a working professional and I'm getting H1B and transferring, I have to pay. That is an absolute truth. But for student community, like I quit my job, I came for masters, like Aditya, and then now I'm searching for a job opportunity. Do I, or should the company which is offering me a job have to pay that 88 lakhs? And after you answer that question, depending on how you answer that, is it still worth it in the current situation for people to come there and do masters?
I would say it's a personal choice. There's nothing much I can talk about visa status, but I will explain. I will break down on how it works for students actually. So we covered the topics like how to choose an university. Uh, so how to cover your expenses by RS or TAs or other IT departmental work. So doing that by yourself and having a great SOPs and LOPs, GRE and TOEFLs. A lot of universities, it's not mandatory that you need to take GRE or TOEFLs right now. A lot of companies, a lot of colleges has waived off. So having building your resumes, projects, that is very important. And yeah, choosing a university also. It's more about the professors and more about the department. It's not about uh, name of the university. So that's very important. And yeah. So if I miss something, please chime in, guys. Like and scholarships. Check websites called Yocket. The university websites also provides the scholarship thing. So that's one thing. So right now, if I wanted to explain, it's very good to start from the third years. Like most of you guys are in third year, I believe. So starting your GRAs and TOEFLs, concentrating on which first try to search like which universities are good. Like there are hundreds of websites which tells like which university and how to pick the university and everything. So go to that, research yourself, prepare for GREs in third year itself. It will give your time for you. Like even if you wanted to take the second time, it will give you a lot of time for you. And working for SOPs and LOPs will be good. So most of the people will be coming in the fall. So the fall classes starts from August till January. Yeah, till January, August to January. So you'll be coming by August here. So in order to pursue your masters, so most people will be coming in fall, not in spring. So choose that. And yeah, finances. Finances. It's searching for scholarships and also searching for your work part times. I mean, college jobs, which search for jobs in Handshake. Every university has that. So this is the timeline, and for visas, like Srikanth was talking about. So for a student, when the first time you are applying for visa, the visa is called F1 visa, student visa. So you will be getting it for 4 or 5 years. So 5 years in general. So once you get your F1 visa, you can do your masters in this 5 years. You can finish in 5 years, depending on the course load. You can people finish it in 2 years. Some people finish it in 1.5 year, like 3 semesters. They will finish it in 3 semesters. Some people will finish in 4 years, 4 semesters. I mean, so in the first 2 semesters, like after finishing first 2 semesters, there is something called CPTs and OPT, curriculum practical training and optional practical training. So in these 5 years, after finishing your first 2 semesters, then only you can apply for CPT, curriculum practical training, which means you can apply for internships and you can work for that companies. So you will be taking the permission from your department head, like showing the offer letter. So in order to work with them, so this will be considered as a subject itself. It's part of the curriculum. It's not mandatory. Few universities, few courses have this CPT doing an internship as mandatory, so it counts in their GPA as well. But a few departments and few universities doesn't have this internship mandatory. So CPT is one thing. After you finish your masters, like after finishing your course load, the credits, they some universities have 33 credits. So it is divided according to the subject. So every subject or every course will have 3 credits or 4 credits. In total, people will be needed to do 33 credits to finish your masters. Once you finish your 33 credits, now you can apply for OPT, which is optional practical training. Once you apply for that, you can start searching for jobs. And once your OPT is approved, you can start working for those companies. So yeah, this is the timeline. Once you are on OPT, so CPT's period is 9 months. So exactly, I don't know exactly. You can directly do, yeah, straight you can do 8 months CPT. That means you can literally work for a company 8 months, taking a break from your university. So you can, some people do it in summer, so then they won't miss any year. So some people, some universities call co-op. This is a different term altogether. CPTs are usually for 4 months in a summer. So the first time you come in the fall, right? After fall, you do the 2 semesters, fall and next summer also the people do, or else they will do the spring, fall from August to January. In summer is like a Jan to May, Jan to May or July. So then spring, and you start there. So after first 2 semesters you do the CPT, only for 4 months we can do the CPT. But few universities are there, you can do something called co-ops, which we can do 9 months straight. So you will stop your coursework and you straight go for doing a job in a company. So once this is done, your master's is done, you are for OPT. So you can start searching. And initial OPT is for 1 year. So all the computer science or AI or machine learning, they have STEM courses. These are all called STEM courses. Some STEM courses are nothing but science and mathematics. So all these things comes under STEM. So whichever course is having STEM designation, they are allowed to do 2 more years of OPT. So in total, you will be getting 3 years of OPT. The first year and after that, the STEM OPT they call it. So you'll get 3 years of OPT. So after that, if you joined a company and the employer is interested in providing a H1B for you, it's called work visa. So you'll be entering the lottery, and once the lottery is picked, you'll still be on OPT. Your status will be changed to H1B. So from a student to working professional, H1B. So there are two kinds of H1Bs. I mean, like you will be learning this when you research it. But one is called a cap and one is cap exempt. The cap is nothing but this lottery system, which we call that 80,000 lot H1Bs every year. That is called cap. The cap exempt is those who are working with the universities or research organizations, basically non-profitable organizations. Those who are working in non-profitable organization, they are considered as cap exempt, in which you will not be entering into the lottery that 80,000 every year they're taking. So you will not be entering that. You'll be directly place an application and you will receive that. So a lot of government agencies, universities, scientific research organizations, everyone has this cap exempt. So yeah. So in order to answer Srikant's question, yes, the current system is like if anyone wants to enter an H1B lottery system, they need to be paying 100K, like 1 lakh 1 lakh USD dollars by the company who the employer will be paying on your behalf. So in order to enter the lottery. So yeah,
In
that's
Indian words, 88 or
it.
90 lakhs. If you round it up, it's like 1 crore rupees
Yes,
that the
yes,
company has to pay for you.
yes. So the initial, I mean, like if you guys wanted to discuss about the starting salaries, uh, on an average, like it starts 70 to 90. It's a base for a lot of computer science graduates. Um, it differs. Yeah. So if you are I mean, like what do you call? So yeah, sorry, I missed the chain of thought, but yes. Yeah, regarding OPT, one more thing. I was talking about CPTs. So when you are pursuing the CPT, you should not do more than 9 months or 10 months. If you're doing 9 or 10 months, your OPT will be cancelled. Like you will not be eligible for doing your OPTs, which is very important for any international student. Why? Because it is for 3 years. So the CPT is just for 8 months odd. So be careful while doing that as well. So you need to track all these things while doing all
So does
that.
that mean, let's say when I'm in CPT, I can do internships. When I'm in OPT, I can do work outside. So that's my understanding. And
Yes, yes.
then I should not do internship for more than 9 months
On CPT you can't. Yeah,
on CPT. Yeah. Okay.
CPT you can't. More than 9 months is not advisable. Once you do that, your OPT will be not. They cancel the OPT. That's what I understand. Yeah.
Okay.
And there is some other things like we need not to go in deep, like pre-OPT. They call it as pre-OPT. Even
Mhm.
before completing your masters, you can apply for OPTs. I won't advise that, but people have done it. So it is their convenience, and at that point of time, what kind of job opportunities you're getting.
So
So yeah.
Aditya, what is your experience in finding the jobs? How difficult was it for you? Because personally, I know you are a tech savvy guy and you're good at programming. So we don't even have to take on an average someone who's good at programming, who has already worked, right? So you're the best person to answer this because you are not just a random guy who just went for masters. You're someone who's good at programming. You're someone who had industry experience for like 3, 4 years. You worked here and then you went for masters. You are certified when you are here as well. So like there is that too. Now, how difficult was it for you to find a job? How much time did it took for you after your masters to get a job?
Um, yeah, good question. So, getting, I mean, like, see, the current scenario is applying for, so I finished my master's in May 2023. So I got I've started putting applications like 40 to 30-ish. I mean, like 30 to 40 applications you'll be putting down every day. So if you count for that 30 days, it will be somewhere around 900 applications. Am I right? Yeah, my math is good. So, uh, so I've seen people applying for 1500 job applications, still not getting a job. So I've seen people who are keeping 200, 300. It all depends on luck. Uh, you need to practice and everything, but it also about networking yourself with others, um, and also getting a lot of referrals. I suggest go to LinkedIn. Like it's a very good tool. Like go to LinkedIn, have very small, like a very small message asking someone for a referral, or if you if you want to have guidance, there is a website called ADP listing. So wherein the industry people are enrolled into that, they will be giving free advice for you, like a free guidance, a mentorship. So where you can sit down and like this is I'm in third year, like this is my interest. So they will be guiding you in that way. So in order to answer Srikant's question, yeah, it's very tough right now searching for a job. It took me like a 6 odd months. I'm like, so my scenario was different. So I started working in my university. Like, I went in August. I got a job in December in my university library as a software developer. I was working with their websites, maintaining their servers and everything. So I worked as I was telling, right? RS, TS, and the third one is working in the departments. So I worked in library as a as a software engineer. So I done all my masters. I worked with them. After my masters, after finishing my masters, so there will be a time to get approval for your OPT. In that time period, I haven't done my job, but after I got my OPT approved, after 2 months, I've joined my library job again. They have given full time for me on a contract basis. But it took close to 4 to 5 months and got a job in the same company. But I was searching for outside other jobs outside. So mostly it was going till uh, last interview, and I'm not getting any callbacks from them. So it's persistence for us and
Mm.
being patient and learning in those times. Yeah. So yeah, it is hard to get a job, but it's not impossible to get a job. So networking, LinkedIn, use that to get jobs. Yeah. And later once uh, my scenario, while I was telling my scenario was different. Why? Because not all the companies will be agreeing for sponsorship. Means like for applying for H1B. So if you want to stay in US or continue the job role which you are doing, you need to have an active status. So they need to sponsor you. So I was looking for other company. That's when I was applying again, started applying 30 to 40 jobs, changing my resume. Uh, I mean, like changing a resume is like you have your set of resume, but depending on the job description, you need to be changing the words. You'll not change complete sense of your resume. It's not like you'll add the things which you don't know. It's not that. It's changing your resume according to the keywords they have. So I think you guys will get familiarized with the resume tools as well. There's something called, what is it?
ATS.
ATS, yeah, ATS. So it curates you even before a human is taking seeing your resume. The ATS will curate even before that. So you need to make your resume ATS friendly. So yeah, so you'll understand a lot more about those things. But yeah, these are the things like it will take close to people have got even before finishing their masters, they have gotten job offers. So there are that scenarios as well. There are scenarios where we need to sit down for 6 to 7 months to get a job. But
So,
yeah, I
so
would suggest
now
like
did you get that sponsorship?
yes, I did.
Now you
The
are
second
finally
one, which
settled down. Yeah.
yeah, the Boston College, which currently I'm working with, they
Nice.
are sponsored. So yeah,
Nice. And also the point is, before this new rule came in for the 100K dollars, so whoever is already on H1B, they are not impacted by this. They don't have to
yeah,
pay that
none of
88 lakhs and all. But whoever is coming newly, like the fresh H1s, so they
yes,
all have to be sponsored by like 1 CR.
yes,
Which
yes,
is not easy for every organization unless you're like extremely skilled. Because if you take India for example, for very highly skilled engineer, they would like 5 6 years of experience. They would pay like 20 to 30 lakhs, and then if they are sponsoring you, it's like it's 3 years, three annual years salary of a good skilled person back in India on an average that they are spending just to keep you there. Not
yeah,
just your pay, and on top of that they'll have to pay. So now, when you go earlier, at least it was different. But yeah, I think now it's also about how skilled you are. If you are just like, okay, let's see, let's go there, let's earn so much money and so on, then not sure if that adds much value. But then if you are looking to learn more, to grow, like excel in your skills and also leverage that skills to get better opportunities, probably, yeah, like Aditya was telling. And there's another category too, like if you're very rich, like you want to throw money and then just go for 2 years to masters. And I've seen people like that too, and I'm pretty sure Aditya might have seen them as well. So they just come to US to spend a couple of years there, like get a master's degree, and then they come back to India. Then that's a totally different dimension that we don't even want to dive into.
yeah. I
But
mean, so one more thing, sorry to interrupt, but there is one more thing. Right now, the current job descriptions, whatever, most of the job descriptions actually, uh, you need to know at least how to use AI. Now, it's basic skill for every job description. Like somewhere they have this AI in their job descriptions. I would say get uh, familiarized with the AI tools. Like how can you use? Like it's basically prompt engineering. Like how well you can explain AI, like how to get some things done, and at least on your day-to-day basis, like you use ChatGPT. I hope you use your ChatGPTs for your making your assignments. So yeah, I would suggest learn more about AI and machine learning. On top of it, uh, get familiarized with data structures and algorithms as a computer science graduate. I hope ECE is also here. I see block. I mean, like people haven't thought like Nvidia will be in this place right now. Even AMD is also. So the chip makers are really looking for more talent. I see the gap in there. That is a gap which can be filled. A lot of companies are searching for circuit engineers. I think I believe I'm using the right words, but yeah,
that's an interesting point because for the most part, everyone thinks if I go for masters, I'd be getting a job in some software company. But yeah, that's true. So given the change in AI, now their shares have been spiked like anything, right?
yeah,
So
yeah, true.
so they're building a lot of new GPUs, chipsets, and a bunch of other things. Yeah, that's a good platform right now for EC students. Totally agreed. Yeah.
That's what like plan accordingly. Like see, there are a lot of domains. So you can categorize all these companies into domains like market. manufacturing, or banking, or banking you can consider finance into it. um, Learning all this, the domain basic. Okay, higher education, the one which I'm working is in higher education uh, domain. So manufacturing, finance, and services can be a number of things you can categorize into services. So yeah, look about these things. People who are very good at math or something, there's something called quant engineering. Quant engineers. Basically, it's like finance people who are in finance. These are regarding the hedge funds. So JP Morgan. Um, so yeah, so check out, like there is a company called Fidelity also. These are all come into finance. So check finance, banking, manufacturing, and retail as well. Retail comes under like a Walmart, Costco, or else all these things. There are a lot of places where software engineers are used, and everyone is required to understand and know, get familiarized with AI and machine learning. So learn your curriculum. On top of it, have learn or make any kind of project on these domains. So yeah, that will add to your resume actually. Any kind of small initiative, you create a website wherein you can just upload a file and give that file, integrate a AI to pick that photo or a file, and do some kind of enhancements to that. It's like a wrapper, but still you learn something there. So yeah,
Nice. Folks,
I
have
want
questions? Yeah, please.
I want to ask you one question, Anna.
sure,
So,
sure.
how different was the learning environment then compared to India? Anything that surprised you?
Um, so I mean, like, so you, I don't know current thing how it's been 4 years, 6 years from my undergrad. I don't know about
Eight
how things
years.
are. 8 years,
8 years.
okay. Yeah. So, after coming here, the biggest shock for me is like, not shock. I know this, where you can choose your course, like which course you want to take in your first semester and the second semester, and you can choose which course you wanted to take in at what point of time. So that is one thing. And every assignment we do, like, so it's not like midterms and final exam. It's assignments which will be provided by professors. So everything counts for your final grade. Like assignments, like they will be given 7 or 10 assignments for in 4 months. Every assignment will be like 5 to 10%, and the midterm will be 30%, and the final exam will be 40. It all depends on the who is the professor and how he structured it. So it's not about your final exam. It's all you need to, in between there are other things. And there are, I feel like it's practical experience. Like if there is an algorithm which is explained, you need to, there will be a theoretical understanding about the algorithm and a practical work for you to implement that algorithm. That kind of stuff I have observed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? There's some random questions, man. Like, no worries. Like, no one is going to judge.
Um, if I want to pursue masters in the US, what are the common challenges students face when applying for the masters?
That's yeah. Choosing a university, I feel they will be confused, like which university I need to pick.
Yeah.
So get in touch with your seniors, like how we are doing research by yourself. Like now, that's the reason I was telling. Get understand like which domain you're like. It's very hard being in the third year, picturing like what kind of work I'm going to do the next 5 years. It will be very hard. But once you start doing a small project, you'll understand, okay, this is the thing I wanted to do. So then you'll, okay, I wanted to do AI or machine learning or like a data science or a data engineering. Or if you choose this, then picking a universities which is good at that will be easy. So see, okay, I wanted to learn AI, which is the university, best university in my radar. So choosing that, and who is the professor teaching? Like Every professor has their websites, right? So they have how many publications they have published. They talk papers, white papers, like publications, right? You can see how many publications he has done, and also see how many citations. There's something called citations. How many people have used your publication in their research also. So that also adds value on this professor as well. So yeah, and also there is a website called website where you can rate your professor. So it's a professor rating or something. You can literally check how the professor is. So go and search. Yeah, that's one of the tough which university to pick. Even I was confused to pick which university it is. Yeah, you can ask in Telugu as well, guys. So no worries in that.
Thank you, Anna.
No worries.
Hello, Anna. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
I
You can call me Aditya. No worries. So this is the first thing after you join in any industry, they'll ask you to call with their names. Even I was like that, like calling people sir. So they were like, no, 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 you need to call with their names. So start that. Yeah.
You have covered most of the questions what we want to ask. So, what and who motivates you to do masters, and what is your favorite part about studying in US?
What motivates me for, I don't know. I mean, like, I like what I'm doing, like solving problems. That's what I like, and also hanging out with friends. I mean, like having great friend groups.
I think she
Uh,
means what motivated you to pursue
oh,
masters in the first place.
masters. Okay. As always, as a kid, like in India, it was pushed on us, like, okay, we need to pursue it. That's how I got it. My brother, like my younger brother, who who is who he wanted to pursue masters, but he was always pushing me, like, you have a you are working right now, so you have some free time. Why don't you pursue, try to think about masters? So he was motivating me, like, go and check out what it offers. So yeah, my brother has pushed me a lot actually. So yeah. Any other questions, guys?
Sir, my question is, what challenges did you face in the first few months? Like 5 months,
Teja, I think
first few
you're
months after
asking, what is it?
what are the challenges did you face when you moved to the US in the first few months? Food.
Okay, yeah. The
She's
challenges I
asking
faced,
about your
yeah,
life
yeah.
of pi journey.
First few first few days in the US, I mean, like starting in the college, right? You're not asking, or in general.
No, sir, after moving to US, after you
Yeah, yeah. I mean, challenges means like finding. I mean, like finding a place. That's a big challenge. So, uh, finding friends, and also I'm like uh, until now there is no. I mean, like in my undergrad, I don't have a concept for assignments. So after I come here, and it's also very important that the assignments should be done by us. You can't just ask your friends like, yeah, help me out. So that can't be done here. So that was a, you can ask, but your answer should not be very much aligning. Okay, literally, I can see your answer and the other person answer should not be same. So it's a big thing here actually. So that is, I was scared like a lot of times. Uh, like finishing my assignments was a tough part for me initially. Yeah. Yeah.
Folks, we're at the end. So if you have any other questions, you can ask those questions.
How many guys have you started lead code, if I may ask? Okay. Oh, good. I mean, like, it's very important to, yeah. Oh, yeah. Great, great. Yeah, good. You want to ask? Okay. Yeah. Start your lead code. I mean, build more. points there. So it's very important. I would say suggest like there are a lot of places where you can see the patterns, um, data structures patterns. So that's very important right now.
So Aditya, we have a question from YouTube live stream. So we also have a live stream going on. So Bhargav Bala is asking, is it a good thing that doing a part-time job in the US, especially while doing your master's? What's your take on that?
What is it? What is it?
So while you're pursuing your master's, how
Okay.
good or how efficient, how helpful is that doing a part-time job? So does it impact your master's or like basically they're asking if that's
Yeah, yeah,
a
I get it. I
good
get
thing
it.
to do.
Bhargav, right? Yeah, you can do only 20 hours in your masters. So I mean, like part times, you can only give 20 hours. So 20 hours for a week, like it's doable. And if you manage your coursework, so you're supposed to take, most of the universities ask you to take at least 3 courses or nine credits in every semester. So 20 hours in a week, yeah, it's good. It's okay. You can manage, I feel. So it won't disturb any of your cross load. Just imagine, I, I hope now you're taking 5 subjects or 6 subjects in a semester in undergrad, right? So compared to that, having 3 subjects, it's doable, guys. Yeah. But it also depends on how hard of a subjects you are going to take. So yeah, it is doable. Yeah. Answer.
If the question is it legal to do that? Then the answer is yes. Now, if the question
Like,
is, does that impact your studies? Then I think it's totally about how you manage based on what
I'm like,
Aditya told you.
yeah, working in universities is legal actually. I don't know what he meant to ask, but working in universities, that's what I was mentioning, right? The RAs and TAs or working in departments is legal from the day one in the university. That to 20 hours in the university. University should approve your work. Yeah. So, and strictly, there is no off-campus jobs. I'm talking only on-campus jobs.
Yeah.
So yeah, only
And
on-campus jobs.
and given the curriculum, it should be doable, seems Bhargav. So given that there are 3 subjects, but then
Only, I mean,
again, still there is effort that will be needed no matter
yeah.
what education that you are doing. But yeah.
All on campus jobs will be 20 hours per week. You can't do more than 20 hours on campus jobs. So there is no off campus jobs. We can't do off campus jobs. So yeah, only CPTs will be allowing us to do off campus jobs. That too, provided you get um, approved, and OPTs. Yeah.
Cool.
And what's the most common mistake students make during this university application process? What type of mistakes can do and how to
Uh,
handle them
Mistakes, yeah, rushing.
in application process?
Yeah, yeah, rushing to choose a university. Why? Because it's so once you plan that, you'll be like, that's what I was. Start as early as possible so that you have time for researching which university you need to take and writing good SOPs or LOPs. So yeah, these are the very important. Like you can't think like, okay, next year I'm going to. It should be planned before. I'm like, you need to have all the projects, research material, having some good projects on the resume, and choosing university. I feel choosing university is where people will get faltered. So you can do masters in let's say in US you can do in 40 years for 40 lakhs you can do masters. You can do 20 lakhs and 30 lakhs as well. So choosing a right university and researching about scholarships is very important. So it's not always should be the top university. Even while choosing the university, also choose a university which has very good departments and check sponsorships and assistantships. So when you're planning, okay, I'm going to choose this university, right? Go and message the people who are there. You can see in the LinkedIn, right? So message them, ask them, check with them. So that will help. Start as soon as possible. That's what my point is.
Right, so I think we have to call it a day. It's already beyond 12:30 a.m. for Aditya. So first of all, thank you so much, Aditya, for taking time out of your busy schedule. That in the I don't know if I should call this late night or too early in the morning. Now that it is 12:30 a.m. for you,
No
but
worries.
still, thank you so much. Don't want to keep you hanging here whole night. So
No.
those of you who still have questions, Aditya is available on Discord, in the SVAN Discord server. Also on the YouTube, you can put any comments. So please note that unless you subscribe, you won't be able to put any comments in the YouTube. So once you put the comment, Aditya can respond even there, or you can directly reach out to him in the Discord server. He is reachable on the Discord.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I really enjoyed this. Yeah, talking to juniors or people who are studying in your own undergrad university, it's really good for me as well while talking. So yeah, thanks. Thank you all.
Once again, thank you, Aditya Anna, for your
Thank you.
valuable insights.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a great
Aditya.
day.
Have a good day.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye. All right, so we can make a small announcement here. For the folks who still haven't signed up on Discord, we'll put in the video description shortly the link to join the Discord server. And also for those of you who actually want to sort of join the sessions, so there is like each session every week. Generally, it's on Saturday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. This one we specifically had to do on Sunday because Aditya's time is very tight. And if you want to directly ask questions, register to the Zoom link. We are sharing all the invites with CRs of each class. There is a group for CRs, all of them together. If your CR is not part of that, make sure they are part of that group. And then all the CRs, please make sure these links are circulated appropriately. And there's a limit on how many people can join this in terms of direct meeting to the Zoom call. So 80 of you can join the direct call. Beyond that, you go to the live stream. But if you directly want to interact with the person, I'd suggest register, and not just register, join the session as well. That's how you make use of it. Just simply registering is like putting a book under your pillow and then sleeping and thinking knowledge will be loaded into your brain. That does not work. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll meet you again next week with another speaker on another amazing topic. And thanks to all the moderators and organizers who are in this call for making this possible. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you all joining for this